Hi, thanks for watching. I'm Ali and I just recently uploaded a little story time video about buying my first home, and I thought since I'd sat and talked about it for so long, you might like to have a look around. I'm so nosy about other people's houses since I bought my place. I think just doing so many viewings and things, you become so interested. I'm so nosy about these things. So I will show you around, you can have a look at everything, and yeah, enjoy. So we'll start at the beginning as you come through my front door. One of the things that really sold me on this flat was that it has these big storage cupboards in the hallway. And I'm sure any of you that have lived in flats will know that storage is such an issue. Oh, hello. Oh, I knew we'd have company for this. Hi there, darling. I won't show you inside the cupboards because they're really messy, but I've got coats and shoes in this one, and it goes all the way up to the ceiling. And then there's like a separate cupboard up here where I've got things like Christmas tree decorations, some leftover paint, some outdoor cushions for the balcony. I've got these cute tigers from Tiger, the shop, on the wall here. I want to get something a little classier, but it just looks so bare, and I saw these and I thought they were so cute. And then I've got a mirror on the end, hi! Another cupboard which has my boiler in it. So there isn't like a separate cupboard at the top, that door is just there to match with the other side. And then I put some shelves in there, and I've got all my cleaning stuff, my hoover. Now we come to my kitchen, full of more cats. Hello everybody. So I've got this beautiful plant here. I'm so bad with plants. It's something that I want to learn more about and get better at, because I love having them around, but this one seems to be doing okay. I've had it a little while now and it still seems quite happy. It's I can't pronounce the name, but maybe I'll link it in the comment section. Calathea. It's beautiful, and the leaves really move around to follow the sun. It's just so pretty. And then we have cat feeding stations right here, which are always so grim and so dirty. They are the messiest eaters in the whole world. This mat, actually, I bought a few of those because I do replace them throughout the year, is massive. And that was from Matalan, I think, who had the cutest pet stuff. So if you need pet things, Matalan, I was so surprised. I never ever go in there. I went in there for something else, and it's huge, so you can fit loads of bowls on there. There's loads of room for them to make a mess. Thanks, Blue, for demonstrating this. And then I grabbed the bowls in TK Maxx because they always have such cute little bowls. I mostly get ceramic ones because they clean up a lot nicer. My recycling bin from Amazon. Not very exciting, but it's really practical. You just lift out the top section, there's like a bucket sort of thing, and then you lift out the bottom section as well. It comes out like a drawer, but it pulls all the way out, and then you can just carry those down to wherever your recycling bins are. And then I have this bin, which I think again was from TK Maxx. I will link all my favourite stuff below as well, but some things I won't be able to find, but that's good just for any big bits of recycling, like big cardboard boxes and things. This is Bear demonstrating another favourite feature of my flat. I love this little window so much because my grandma has one at her house. I remember when I was a kid just thinking it was the funniest thing ever that my grandma had a window in the middle of her house, and I would open and shut the doors and stuff when I was really little. So I saw that and I just thought it was so cute, and it's also really practical because it looks into my living room. So when I'm cooking, and, or you know, if I'm sat at the table in here working, I can see what these guys are up to in there. And they like sitting up there and seeing what I'm doing as well, so it works both ways. Then we come round, and that is my fridge. I've got a load of crap up there. My big complaint with this kitchen is when I moved in, I pretty much changed everything, but I didn't change the layout. So you can see there are no cupboards above the worktops, which annoys me like nothing else. There's so little storage in here. I've bought these shelves from Amazon, which are absolutely fantastic. They were so cheap, they're so good, but just the layout, it would have been too expensive to change it. So I kept the drawers and the cupboards. The cooker, I was very fortunate, was already here. Whoever owned this place before me had left it, and they'd also left the dishwasher, which I was really chuffed about because that's so useful. Yeah, and then when I moved in, there was just a gap along there, And it's weird because there was the plumbing for a washing machine, so I was like, great, that's where I'll put that. And then there was just this little space, and I don't know what they had there before that. I think they must have just had a big space under their worktop. I measured it all up. There was no like socket or anything. There was no bits for a tumble dryer, and it's too small for a tumble dryer anyway. So I measured it up, and I was like, it's kind of asking for a wine fridge, isn't it? But yeah, and I changed the worktops as well. I changed the flooring, I changed the tiles. So I basically changed everything in here apart from the layout. Oh, and the shelves were already there. And I do quite like them. When I moved in, I hated them. I just thought it looked so messy. And those shelves, let's get a bit closer, they do need a proper sort out. So I think I'm gonna declutter and hopefully make this little area a bit cuter really soon when I get the time to do it. I've got more IKEA fake ivy and stuff up there, but I think I am just going to give it a little sort out. But I quite like them now, and everyone that comes around really likes these shelves, so I think it was just me being a bit fussy. And then down here I've got just like tea and coffee stuff. That coffee maker is a godsend. It honestly tastes like the coffee you would get in Starbucks, Costa. You can make all kinds of different things. It's just, so you put your coffee, your ground coffee in here, and then make your shots of espresso, and then that's the milk steamer, so you can just go nuts, make whatever you like. I love it so much. I got that from Amazon as well. I'll link it below. And I just don't like having things out like these little mug trees and things, but my cupboard space is so limited that was the only real solution I could come up with. So yeah, if I had my way, I'd have a bit more enclosed storage in here. I do like this little corner. This is all the kind of oils, vinegars, soy sauce, chili sauce, like stuff that I cook with. So yeah, I do like that little area. So I replaced the worktops, and just at the time I didn't replace the sink, and I wish I had, because look, I clean this every day, but I think it's just so knackered that all these little watermarks and kind of stains and things won't come off now. And I just didn't think, I wish someone had suggested it, because I totally would have replaced this. But now I think if I cut, or if, you know, my builder cut into the worktop, I don't think it would survive. I mean, he did say when he did the worktops that this is kind of fragile because it's quite thin, just the way, you know, the way the width of the kitchen is laid out and the width of the cupboards. This is quite kind of, this is only a real thin bit of worktop here. So he said not to lay anything heavy on there, not to lean on it too much. And yeah, I think if the sink was removed, I'm worried the worktop would be damaged and I'd have to have all new worktops. And this, I'm trying not to show too much out of the windows just for my privacy. So sorry if the angles are a little bit funny. But this is where I keep, this is awesome by the way, you push down and you tear off your kitchen roll and it's so good. It's the little things, isn't it? So that's where I keep the cat's wet food pouches, and then this is where we have the biscuits. It's got a little scoop on the side, and those were from Matalan as well, and they are just so cute. I think they're adorable. Got a nice aloe vera plant. I normally keep my bananas in the top section here, but I have eaten them all, so I need to go and buy some. And then this microwave as well was an absolute bargain. It was from the range and it was like a special buy or something that week, and it just matches so perfectly and it was so cheap. I've never bought a microwave before and I couldn't believe how much they cost. I was like, what? I was expecting, because it's quite a, I don't know, I just wasn't expecting them to be so expensive, so I was really pleased with that. And then I have to put, so I used to have, I've got a bunch of really cute like bits of tableware and things. This was from TK Maxx, and then actually this was as well, not for a little while, but this I only got about a month or two ago to replace one that Blue smashed. So I have a bunch of, oh here he is, just perfectly demonstrating how he spends most of his day on my kitchen table. The table's from IKEA, and then these cushions, I think we're going to find a bear on here, were from Primark. They're like a kind of neutral gold crushed velvet sort of a look, and they were a really good buy as well because they're so easy to clean. The cats love to sit on these chairs. We'll put you back where you came from, Bear. Oh, I'm sorry. They love to sit on these cushions and they're really easy to clean. I just use a damp cloth and just all the fur and any like bits of dirt and whatever just come straight off. So they were really good. If you see those in Primark, get some. They were great. The table was super, super cheap. But yeah, I've got all these cute like bits of tableware and stuff that I bought, but somebody just knocks everything over. He smashed a candlestick, which I thought was too heavy for him to easily push over. And I didn't see it happen, so I don't know if it was an accident or if it might have been on purpose. We will never know. And I love all black furniture. The only thing is it shows up every speck of dirt and dust. I've literally just cleaned this. And you can see that it just shows up everything. So I think if you're looking at buying black pieces, just bear in mind that that's probably going to drive you insane. I don't really mind. I'm not a total clean freak, but yeah, it literally, and if I don't clean it properly, like I just gave it a quick wipe now when I was doing some washing up, and it's quite streaky. But yeah, for the money, it was like the whole set came to like 50-60 pounds or something. It was just so cheap. It was a really good option for now. I think when I move into a house one day, I'll get a really, really nice table, but just for a small kitchen, it just wouldn't have been worth it. Coming into my living room now, which we had a little peek at through the kitchen, I just wanted to make this room as cozy and comfy as possible. So I'll give you just a little look around the room. Yeah, I've got loads of things on the walls now. Okay, we'll start at this end. So this is just a cat playground. They only got this tree a few weeks ago. I never got one because I just had Bear for a while. She doesn't really jump or climb. She's really not a good climber. So I didn't think it was worth getting her one. I thought that she just wouldn't be able to use it, but actually now that she's bigger, she's fine. And they just absolutely love it. I put all their toys on there because they love to like use this when they're playing. They just go crazy sometimes, like knock all the toys off and just have a really, really good time. I'll link that below actually because I'm so pleased with it. I did have a cheaper one in my basket on Amazon. And I just noticed that all the cheap, like really, really cheap ones just had such bad reviews and people saying they were too small for adult cats. What sold me on this was that there was a review with pictures, with someone had taken a picture of 2 cats on the one that they'd bought, and I thought, great, you know, if it's big enough that 2 or 3 of them can be on there at once and there won't be any arguments over this. How cute is this little bed? I got this when Bear was a baby, so last October in TK Maxx, and they all love these little enclosed beds. They go through little phases of where they sleep and where they just hang out. And sometimes they just all want to be in these little beds, so I've got a few of them. It's just so cute with the little dangly fish. And they love these games as well, the ones with the balls and things. So I do just collect little bits for them, and they are so spoiled. My friends and family spoil them to death. They're always buying them little toys and things. There's another bed under there that I got for Bear, and she loves it so much, basically no one else is allowed a turn. This desk is from IKEA, so is the chair. I really love the chair. It's this clear acrylic, but it's like a smoke sort of colour, which I thought was really cute. And I've rearranged this so many times. Please ignore my half-dead plant there. I'm trying to revive it. I've rearranged it so many times, but I actually prefer to sit and work at the kitchen table. I just think it's just a bit more chilled out in there. It means that I don't just spend all day just in one room in the house. So I've put my printer there. I couldn't, just the way the sockets are, get that to stretch any further. I would have liked that over the other side. It used to live on the TV unit, but then I tried just putting it up there and I thought that just makes more sense. If I ever do fancy sitting and working in here a bit more often, I will have another little go at redoing it. And this is my crazy cat lady wall. My mum is an artist, and she's done me so many cute little drawings and paintings of the cats. So she's done all of these. That's my favourite picture of Bear when she was a kitten. Yeah, she's so talented, and that's the first picture I ever took with Bear actually. So that's the day that I went to pick her up and collect her. It's a little Halloween bear. This My mum sells greetings cards and things, and this is a top seller. Of course, my kid is the most popular design, obviously. That's a drawing she did of me and my dad. That's my favourite photo of me and my dad ever. So I had to put that one up, I just love it. And this was a gift from a client. How cute is that? Isn't that just perfect? So pretty. So thank you very much for that one. Fits right in. These shelves, these are a total mess. What I need to do is I need to go, I've still got from moving a couple of boxes at my mum's house which have got books and DVDs in. And every time I've been around there I've just forgotten to pick them up, which is really silly. So those are stacked up at the bottom to cover a really ugly, like messy plug socket. So those, I need to put a load of tall books down there, which I know I have at my mum's. I've got a lot of like makeup and beauty books and cookbooks and things. And then I literally just whacked a bunch of stuff on there to stop it looking really bare and empty. The TV unit is an IKEA one, and I'm really pleased with it. I like that it's got some storage. Yeah, just nice and basic. And then TV on the wall here. And then just coming round. So again, I don't want to show too much just for my kind of privacy, and you know, I worry a lot about stuff like that actually. But this is my balcony out here. It's again just, I really loved this when I viewed the flat. There's enough room out there for a table and chairs. I definitely want to make this a bit cuter. I've got a couple of lanterns and things, and I've got some fairy lights out there as well, but I definitely want to have more and kind of weave them through the railings. And I definitely want to get some plants and make this really cute. I think that's a project for me next spring, summer. I am pretty bad at sort of styling my sofa, if that's even a word. So I've just gone for real kind of cozy, comfy vibes. I've just got big like squashy cushions. The cat ones were gifts last Christmas, which was really cute. People know me so well, don't they? And I've got some more blankets and things down there. I tend to take those ones out onto the balcony, so if I'm sat out there at night and it's a bit cold, those are really good. So yeah, the sofa is fantastic. It's an IKEA one, and I actually had one of these in my old flat, but I had the corner sofa. I wouldn't say it was very good for the price, really cheap. I wouldn't say that it's the most comfortable. I think when I come to replace it, I'm going to get something very squashy and squishy and one that you really sink into. This is a little bit firm, but it's definitely not uncomfortable. And it pulls out really easily into a sofa bed. And I'm really pleased with it in that respect, because when people have come to stay round, they've told me the sofa bed is really comfortable. I've also just fallen asleep on that sofa so many times, so can confirm it's pretty good. But yeah, I'm really pleased in that respect. And I have a spare bedroom here, but you'll see in a second I don't have a bed in there. So the fact that people can stay round and it's not, you know, horribly uncomfortable or anything is really good. Hey Dumpling! Dumpling wanted to show you her little sofa. They all go absolutely crazy for this little chair. And they've got this little, I don't know, fruit bowl shaped thing as well that they love too. Both of them were from TK Maxx Home Sense, and they're made of like a cardboard scratching post material. Honestly, if you see them and you have cats, buy them. They are so good. They all love them. Coming out of the living room, I just have this little hallway, which again, so many flats that I viewed didn't have hallways and things, which I know it's not a big space, but I've got stuff in here. This is a really useful little cupboard. I've got like hats and gloves and scarves and things in there. I've got anything that won't fit in my bathroom cabinet, so like big boxes of hair dye, stuff like that. And then just down the side is where I charge my Hoover. I've got a massive Shark Hoover that I use because these carpets are so kind of plushy and squishy. They need a real powerful Hoover to get all the dust out of there. But just for daily little cleans and cleaning up after the cats, like little bits of cat hair and litter that gets trodden around, this is amazing. I recently bought this from Amazon. I'm so chuffed. And it's just a good little corner to stash that. And then I've got this handheld Shark Hoover as well, which is a godsend just for quickly picking up like cat biscuits in the kitchen, little bits of dirt around the flat, cat litter if you have pets. This is like a dream combo. So now we've come to my bedroom. Since I was about 13, I have wanted an all black bedroom. So what was the first thing I did when I moved in here? Yes. The black paint looks awesome. It's so good. But the only thing I will say about it is that anything that touches the wall will chip the paint off. I don't know if it's because I've got a matte finish or because it's black. Let me know if you have black paint in your house. But yeah, anything, so if I move furniture around, there will be just little marks left on the wall. You can see a tiny little one there, where I had a different piece of furniture. So it's something to bear in mind. I buy little touch-up paint pots, and just every so often, like not even that often, it doesn't bother me so much, I go around and just touch up the paint in here. But it is something to bear in mind if you're thinking about it. I've got another cat sofa, and Blue quite often sleeps on there at night, so that's super, super cute. I've got my phone charging there, it's a bit messy. I've got these Argos bedside tables, which I love. They were such a pain to put together. And then I put these storage boxes from B&M underneath just to put books and magazines in. Because in the drawer I've got like the TV remote and stuff, so just wanted another little storage solution. I've got a Halloween light in there that projects bats and cobwebs onto the ceiling and the walls. It's so cute, it's from Poundland. I couldn't resist, it's so much fun. And then this lamp is amazing. It throws out the coolest like speckled light all over the room. I absolutely love it. It was from Asda last year, but I wouldn't be surprised if they still had it in. And this is my bed. My bed was from made.com, and I honestly could not recommend it more highly. It was delivered really quickly. I absolutely love it. I love the colour. I love the velvet sort of finish. And I feel like there's just so much you can do in terms of buying really cute bed sheets. It would look so cute in like a really light and bright room. Oh God, it's so overexposed. I hope you can see. But yeah, with like white sheets and stuff, or some cute prints. All the cushions were from TK Maxx and HomeSense, apart from the pink one in the front. I actually just got the other week in Next. I had different cushions on here, and when Bear was a baby, she managed to ruin them. So I've only recently just replaced those now that she's grown up and we can trust her. This throw was from HomeSense. The grey one underneath I absolutely love. It's so cozy, but it's also really nice in the summer. If I don't want like a thick duvet or blanket, it's really, really cute. And that was from Primark, as was this woolen one on the end. That laundry basket is not for laundry. That's got all my clean sheets and towels and things. And the cats just love to chill on there. So that is definitely gonna get ruined at some point. You can see see they've made a dent in it already. Coming around into this little corner, again, it's really overexposed, so I don't know how much you can see. Hello. This mirror was one of my favourite purchases when I got the flat. It was from IKEA. It's about 100 quid and I absolutely love it. It's massive. Dressing gowns on the back of the door, and then this lamp, which I think was from Matalan, but I thought it was really cute. I wanted a tall lamp for somewhere in the flat and couldn't find any I liked, and I saw that one. Just got a real basic IKEA chest of drawers, which I definitely will replace with something a bit nicer at some point. They are a little bit flimsy. You know how IKEA stuff is. And then I've got this up here. I stupidly just moved some stuff around and didn't dust around it. Don't tell anyone. And this little dressing table I was so pleased with as well. It's from Dunelm. And I actually do get ready in here quite a lot. I just really like this little cozy corner. Again, you can see marks on the walls from where things have been moved around, so I'll go around and touch up the paint soon. I think that one there is particularly annoying. So yeah, it's just so pretty, and best of all, it did not come flat packed, so I didn't have to build this myself, which I was so pleased about. I honestly, at that point in the moving process, I'd built so much flat pack furniture, I could have cried when this arrived fully assembled. I was so pleased. So coming back through this hallway, this is the last room, and this is becoming my favourite room. I found it so hard to get this room looking right, and I think it's finally looking really good in here. I'm going to shut this door and just hope that that cuts the brightness a little bit. So I mean, this is this is something else that I always wanted, so I'm really thrilled. Got Bear joining us in here. Hello. It is a makeup room, so you know, of course I'm gonna love it. But I just thought that for a long time it looked really, really bare. So I've changed everything around. I had a different dressing table here where the sofa is. The sofa is also made.com, and I ordered that before I even moved in when I ordered my bed. So I had a big dressing table there, which I've now put into storage because I want to keep it. If I ever have a bigger house, I'll totally use it again. It was gorgeous. But I managed to get this one massively discounted. There is a drawer missing, but I got it reduced. It was in Next, and I remember seeing it when I was shopping for furniture for the flat and just could not justify £600 on a dressing table. I was buying, I had no furniture. I had to buy everything all at once, and I just couldn't justify 600 quid on something that wasn't essential, like a fridge or a sofa. And then a few weeks ago, I was in there with my mum just having a look around, and this was discounted to £100. It might even have been slightly less. I think they gave me some more money off in the end, which was really nice of them. It goes so perfectly with my Hollywood mirror. And I am looking into having another drawer made, but for now I've just put these little storage baskets in there just so I can make use of the space. But I was so pleased, and I thought I just had to have it. And then maybe at some point I'll replace it, maybe I won't, but I'm hoping to get a drawer made. And then I was so chuffed with this chair as well. I was looking for a chair to go with this, and I'd been kind of looking at chairs anyway, because the one that goes with my old dressing table just wasn't very good at all. Table's lovely, but the chair I bought just wasn't working. It was too small, too low to the ground. This has an adjustable height, has that, again, that velvety material on that was working in here earlier, so my laptop's there on the seat, so it's super easy to keep clean if any makeup gets spilled on there. I love that it's adjustable. When I'm working with clients in here, I do take hair and makeup appointments here sometimes. And yeah, the Hollywood mirror was from Amazon. I'll link that as well. I've been really pleased with it, but you have to be so careful to get good quality bulbs, because, oh my god, Bear. I've had bulbs, like I bought a couple packs of bulbs, again from Amazon, and they immediately started smoking. So I now know which ones to order. Do not cheap out on light bulbs for a mirror that's got this many bulbs in it. I've got one of the Aldi Jo Malone rip-off candles that everyone loves. The number 3 scent is just heaven, it's so good. And then a little faux flower arrangement from IKEA, a bigger one up here. And these drawers I only just got a few weeks ago. Well, I got them a few weeks ago and then failed to build them, so I had to make an emergency distress call to my brother and find out when he could come and finish them for me, because I just wasn't getting anywhere. It's not even that hard, I'm just not good at stuff like that. And I have all my makeup in there. That adorable little basket on the top was from, I think, either Next or Matalan, and again I got that really recently because I wanted something cute to put on the drawers, so I'll see if that's still in stock and I'll link that below if I can. And then the flowers were from IKEA. I just love them. I love how they look with the little pot of flowers as well. And then I am still kind of playing around with where stuff is in here. That little basket was from Next. It's just got some hair tools in. When I'm working, I can just grab things. Storage cube. I think it was from the range. Again, I'll try and find it for you. And then that mirror up there was from B&M, and it was so cheap. I do want to get something really nice for this wall. A bit like with the prints and things that I've got throughout the rest of the flat, which are pretty much all from Desenio, anything that isn't like an original art piece that I've collected. I just needed some stuff to go on the walls. It was looking so bare in here, and that was ridiculously cheap, but I'll replace that with something just a bit more quality. Just as and when I find stuff, you do just collect things like that, don't you? But these are quite new as well, because when I changed the room layout around, I thought, oh, I can just squeeze some shelves in here. So I had a dressing table, big dressing table here, and then that little sofa was against this wall just there. And yeah, when I moved everything around, it just opened up this little space. And I love these shelves. They were from Argos. They were in sale. So I don't know if they'll still have them, but I'll try and find them for you. Again, I'm just being careful with the angles here, so sorry if I'm not showing you the top of the shelves very well, but they're just kind of basic ladder shelves, really cheap, really easy to build. Built them myself in like half an hour, so I did manage that. And then I've just styled them with like a few more of the classic IKEA ivy plants. And then those pink boxes at the bottom I just love so much. They were from TK Maxx. And I've got just some hair products and stuff in there for when I'm working. I can grab things really easily. The final part of this room is possibly my favourite. Isn't that just the wardrobe of dreams? Basically it's in 3 sections. So this one and this one have hanging rails. The middle has these massive kind of cube shaped shelves. So that was already there, but when I moved in the wardrobe had no doors. So my builder, absolutely amazing, built these doors for me. So he built the kind of the white surround all around the edge, and then built the doors in, and I just couldn't be happier. It's so weird, like there was a runner for some doors along the top but not the bottom, or the bottom but not the top, something like that. So someone had obviously started to build this fitted wardrobe and had never finished it, and I saw it and I was like, oh my god, I've always wanted something like this. Thank you for watching my flat tour. Respect if you have made it this far. I felt like that took a really long time. And yeah, now that you know what my taste and my style is, if you see anything that you think I might like, leave me a link below, because I'm always on the lookout for cool homewares and decorations and things. And also link me to some home tours on YouTube that you really like, because I will totally watch them. It is so up my street now. Thank you so much for watching. Bye! This is me editing, just looking at this footage and thinking, oh my god, Ali, your house is dusty. Please judge me all you like, that is the first thing I'm doing tomorrow, and anyone with all black furniture gets me. Like, a little bit of dust looks like a lot, but Jesus Christ, I need to dust my house. I thought I'd kept on top of it, but no.